What's up, AP fam? Happy New Year. Welcome to Season 4, everybody. So, as you can tell, I got my best friend here, Brent, longtime teammate. Guys, this episode for Season 4 is pretty much going to be a reflecting on the past of everything, all the places that we've been to, and we're going to talk about some of these places. We don't have a whole lot of time to talk quite about everything. So, with that being said, ready? Y'all guys will have to excuse that noise in the background. I'm house sitting for my sister, so that's her English bulldog acting crazy. So, man, cheers to Season 4, and Happy New Year, everybody. Get your shot glass. Whew. Excuse me. All right. Anyways, guys, so pretty much way back, what would you say, about late 2018?
Yeah, right before 2019.
Yeah. I had decided, I all of a sudden kind of became fascinated with the paranormal, and that also kind of goes back to 2017 when me and Brent and two of our other really good friends, I don't want to name their names just to, for confidentiality, we all had moved into an apartment together, and I was the first one to move in. And that night, I heard some weird noises, like loud bangs. And I texted Brent and them and said, I think we might have a fourth roommate. And they were like, please don't tell us that. So the second night, I heard my doorknob started to get jiggled on my bedroom door. And so I told them all about this when we moved in. And then you remember that one night we were hanging out, and we were both off the next day, and we were hanging out in my room watching a movie, having a couple drinks, and it sounded like we heard the door open, and what'd you hear?
That's what it sounded. Someone came in, we checked, there's no one there.
And it sounded like they were both talking. Yeah. It sounded just like our roommates, guys, and Maisie. Sorry, guys. And we heard them, it sounded like them talking, and I opened my door, and all the apartment lights are off. And that's when he had first experienced that. And we had a bunch of other stuff going on, and later on, in late 2018, we all had moved out, and I had become fascinated with the paranormal, and I had bought an SB7 spirit box, which the one that we use now, guys, is the SB11. And so I had purchased that in a K2 meter off of eBay. And I came over to his house one night and said, I'm thinking about ghost hunting. You want to go? And he was
just like, yeah. I mean, we both, enjoyed it.
And then after that,
watched a bunch of scary movies.
Yeah, pretty much. And so then after that, it was pretty much our first big one that we had done was the Cotton County Memorial Building in Newport, Tennessee. And we went there during the day and really didn't catch a whole lot except for yeah, you know what I'm talking about. So we were there investigating, and I went down Sam was somewhere, and I didn't know where he was. And I went down to the basement to check it out. And I'm walking down there, and this guy decides to play a joke on me.
And in the dark.
Yep, and he had this white shirt on, and he hid all the way in the dark, and as soon as I come around the corner, I hear something, I stop and I look, and it's complete darkness, and the only thing I see is this white shape, looked like a mist, came slowly walking out of the dark. And I just flip my stuff, man. I freak out, scream, almost fell on my rear end. And he's busting out laughing so hard. Couldn't stop laughing, checking around with this K2 meter, just laughing at me. And my friend Sam, who had started with the team, but she does have a compromised immune system and some ailments, and she hasn't been able to go out and investigate for a very long time, especially after COVID. And she was there, and she radios us on the walkie, asking if everything's okay, and I walkie her back, saying, yeah, Brent just scared me, and stuff. But we had been to that building 5 times.
Yeah.
And wasn't it the second time where we caught the bang in the hallway. It was like a boom.
Well, we first caught the big readings in that one room. We spent probably a good 30, 45 minutes readings on all that stuff.
That was intense. I do
We were
remember
just
that.
bouncing around the room.
Mm-hmm.
And then it finally went towards the door.
Yeah.
And that's what made us decide to go down there.
That was the craziest moment. Like, because we stop at the door and that thing maxes out and holds. It's peaking all the way up to red and it's not going down. It's holding.
Prior to that, to us going into that room, we did go through pretty much a big code spot.
Yes.
I mean, we can't show any footage or anything, but we did, and it blurred everything out. Like but it feels like you just walked through a different.
Yeah, that was intense, man. Like I said, because I mean, I'm sitting there, and you didn't know what to expect either. Like I was scared to open that door. There's Layla. Come on, girl. Come on. Here you go. And I'm scared.
Yes, we checked for power lines on one side of the house. Power lines, but where we were at, the power lines did not affect the meters or anything like that.
Yeah. So it's on the second floor is where you caught them on the looking towards the stage. It was on the left hand side, but on the right hand side there was nothing.
Clear,
You're good at debunking stuff, and like that going through that door and opening the door, like you felt it, and you felt it.
Like a big gust, just
yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
I guess we're going.
To it. And the camera blurred out on that footage, like it goes whoop whoop. And when then the loud bang happens, the only other thing like that's pretty. Oh, when we were downstairs in the basement with John, when teammate John came with us, and all 3 K2 meters, guys, we had all 3. Brent's is lighting up on one side of the basement. I'm on the back side. Mine's spiking up and down. And John's is spiking up and down. And all of a sudden, we all gather in the center of the basement, and all 3 of our K2 meters are holding on maxed out red. Like, all 3 of our K2s are maxed out. And I think I said, can you give us a sign to show us that you're here? And all of a sudden, on the spirit box, you hear it say, gone. And all 3 K2 meters peter out. It was... The bang and that were the 2 best pieces that we got from that building.
Let's go back to the kind of show that we saw at the top of the stairs that one night.
Yeah.
After we took another group through.
Yeah, I remember that night, yeah.
Investigating.
I do remember that one. And, like, I mean, the Cock County, like, what's your take on it? I mean, do you think, like...
It wasn't really anything bad. Yeah, some places kind of, like, eerie, kind of, you know.
Like paranormal wise, like what would you rate that? A 1 to 10?
If I rated that, I'd probably have to go with 2.5, 3 strong.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah, strong 3. And then after that, we had been there 5 times, but prior to our last 2, we went to Bobby Mackey's. And if you guys have not watched that video is our very first documentary. And we did an overnight. A Saturday, we came back Sunday. We went there when they opened, got to talk to some of the bartenders, but we weren't filming at that point. But, freaking bug.
The thing else was that night, we did not expect to get a actual interview with the man himself, or anything like that. His producer came up to us.
Yeah, his agent,
and gave us his card and told us that we need to meet them after the show. And so we hung around for a little bit after we did the tour and all that that they do in Bobby's, which is awesome, by the way.
I can adjust. Go ahead, Brent.
There's a lot of stuff. We weren't the only investigating teams over there. There's a couple others that were there trying, to find some stuff. We had one person with the spirit box stuff out there listening. Another team that had been through most of the time to other locations and decided to come there. We met them that night.
Yeah, that night was incredible, and yeah, in the interview we're both kind of buzz tipsy at that point because we were waiting.
Been there since they opened.
Yeah,
the doors.
Yeah, and our hotel was literally, guys, 5 minutes up the road. Literally 5-minute drive. Go up the road and around the corner. I mean, we're home. and everything. But the craziest part about that was I got in my old laptop that I had that footage on had quit working somehow.
We thought it was gone.
Yeah, and my late dad ended up finding all my footage, and when he sold me the new laptop, his used one, which is working great, he put all of my ghost hunting footage and everything, all my back when I used to storm chase. He has all of my footage and all my photographs on there, and I called him one day, and I was going through. I was like, "Well, what's this?" And I click on it, and I was like, "This doesn't look like something we filmed here recently." And I click on it, and it ends up being the tour from Bobby Mackey's, and I was like, "Oh my god!" And so I click on another file. It ends up being the introduction, and I was like, "Well, if this is here, the interview's got to be here." And I click on that, and then there it is.
And he
And
also gave us a shout out that night.
yes, he did. Yes. So if you guys have not seen that video,
Good man, awesome place to be at, awesome bar.
yes, totally chill and laid back. And the tour, doing the Haunted Basement tour, was awesome too. Like, absolutely incredible. And guys, if you have not checked out that video, go and watch it and give it a like and drop a comment down below. I mean, that video is classic. You can tell that's our grassroots right there. That's literally the beginning of this journey that we can post on YouTube without getting in trouble. Unlike the other location we were just talking about. And then pretty much, I mean, what happened like after Bobby Mackey's? Where else did we go check out? It's been
Alright, we went to Bobby Mackey's, and then we decided to go even higher than that. So we did go to the prison down here
Brushy Mountain
and did a small type daytime
walkthrough.
letting you tour the place and all that. And then after that, we decided to step it up, I guess.
Yeah, and that's when the Monroe House came into play. And after that happened, that's kind of like a bunch of stuff occurred, and we're not going to talk about that. That kind of really kind of put the end to when we had the team called Hunting Evil. That kind of put the bullet in that one. He worked with somebody else there for a little while. And then in 2021, I took like a 3-4 month hiatus and just didn't think about the paranormal. I didn't do anything paranormal. I went to work, thought about ideas for when I would come back if I did. And then 2021, I created the new Facebook page and I gave him a invite, and he joined, and he was following around. And when I started getting back out there, you know, the team that he was with, he was like, "Hey, I'll give you guys, I'm letting you know I'm working with Larry again. He's back." And so he started working with me, and then some of our stuff had occurred, and he came back to work with me, and we've been on this journey now for 2 years, technically going on 5.
Yeah.
And so we did, when I come back, we did the quarry.
Let's go to our starting point, which we did a cemetery, actually. Our very
Oh,
first
yes.
time out.
Thank you for, our very first, thank you for reminding me, because you know how I get off on talking on tangents and stuff. So, I had told him about the ghost hunting thing when we had the K2 meter and the SB7 spirit box, and so we went and checked out, gosh, what's the name of that cemetery? It's on North Shore.
Yeah.
Pleasant Ridge?
Thing.
I think it's Pleasant Ridge. We went there one night and we busted it out. I didn't even know how to use the thing, and so we just sitting there playing out with the spirit box, and we didn't get anything. You know, it was just fun. And then we went back to his house and had a couple beers and talked about it, and then that's when we took that stuff. That's literally the only thing we had, guys. Was like literally the camera that you see in the Monroe House 2020 video in the Bobby Mackey's interview. That's the beater cam that I had.
Typical cam, nothing special about it.
Yeah.
Just a random camera that was, hey, go on video.
Doesn't film in HD, nothing. And now that's why the one that we have now is HD quality and night vision and full spectrum, stuff like that. So, I mean, it was, just the beginning, man, from like bare bones beginning on this. And now we have K2 meter, we have 2 K2s, REM pod, laser grid, SB7 spirit box. I mean,
Cat ball.
camera, the cat ball. I mean, so we're getting up there. I mean, we're getting along. You know, it's getting along the
We want
way.
to bring back real footage for y'all.
Mm-hmm.
We don't want to have any like big time fancy gadgets at first and everything.
Exactly.
We just decided to start out and see how everything went.
Mm-hmm. And it's just, I mean, it's this whole time has been a journey for us. Like, a lot of drama, lots of ups and downs, guys, but we're still here, and that's the point of this video, is talking to you guys about our journeys and where we've been and everything that we've gone through. I mean, we have literally been through hell.
And when we post this, please, leave comments,
Mm-hmm.
whatever, let us know what y'all think.
Mm-hmm. It's,
If you have any questions for us, don't be afraid to ask.
Yeah, drop your comments, guys. Cheers again, man, to season 4. And Happy New Year, guys. Happy New Year's. But yeah, like, so Monroe, and then there was a big space there, a real long time, and
we worked with other, like, teammates and stuff that we had time and everything. We've done a couple others that quite didn't pan out the way we needed it to.
Yeah,
that's to put it up and actually show the footage for it.
Yeah, that's why I had to take some videos down, because we had some teammates, that, well, just one, that just didn't, end of discussion on that one. So I had to take a video down from Randolph. So with that being said, we kept moving forward, guys, and everything, and we do plan on doing a lot of big things next year. I mean, like, what's one of the funnier ones that we did, like, where we had some real good jump scares that, I think one of them, there is a video from Monroe House, and that's when I did the sight and sound deprivation.
If y'all watch the cigarette video, so y'all can be Mr. Squeaky.
That's the one.
For y'all watch.
Oh, dude, I totally forgot about that video. I still have it. It's on my laptop.
It was a great video.
Okay, so everybody in our family, if you would like to see a very funny video of me freaking out, like, over a little tiny bat and, like, literally scared shitless.
Let's just put it was in the Monroe House. So.
Yes, Monroe House, and Eddie did catch Mr. Squeaky, guys. He caught him and set him free. But to our AP family out there, if you guys want to see this, then drop a comment and say, show us Mr. Squeaky, and I will give a shout out, do an introduction to everybody who has commented saying, show us Mr. Squeaky, show the Mr. Squeaky video. And I will give each and every single one of you a special shout out, and I will post that video. And also, guys, for everybody watching this video, the first one to comment, hooray for season 4, on our next investigation, we will give you a shout out. And that's the best we can do right now. We don't have a Patreon yet. That's another thing that we are going to be working on in season 4. We are trying to get some merch going. So I'm tapping into some people, getting prices on shirts and stuff like that, guys. So we are in the works to getting a little more stuff out there, guys. It's a rough road getting started. But like I said, if you guys want to see the Mr. Squeaky video, say, show us the Mr. Squeaky video, drop your comment with that, and put a bat emoji if you have it. And I will post that video. Guys, it is very, very funny. I myself am embarrassed to watch that video because it's I think it's what I said.
It's one thing that you just catch out of the corner of your eye and you wonder what it is.
Yeah, that's the part that started, and then it's like it's in the hallway, and he looks small, but he's actually kind of fat, and he's kind of big, and he's literally dive bombing, doing crazy eights in the hallway, and hey, Maisie, quit. And sorry, guys. But this thing, like, literally, it's a very funny video because I don't have the camera on him in the hallway, but I come out and look, and I have the camera on the tripod, and I'm holding it like this. And I'm crouched down, like, squatting, holding it, and Brent's over here laughing his butt off at me the whole time. The whole time he's laughing. Because this thing came flying right at my face, and I scream and about piss myself. And I'm walking, I see him out the hallway, and you hear me in the video. If I do post it, how many comments we get. But I see him, and he latches up to the wall, and he's like hanging on the wall upside down, and you just see him just like start crawling down with his little fingers, and he's crawling down, and I'm like, okay, I see him, he's on the wall, and then all of a sudden this thing just jumps off the wall and just bat glides like Batman right at my face, and that's when he started calling it the Batman. Yeah, you're behind me. You had me lead the way out of there.
What damn boy am I gonna go through you?
No, you could have led the way. You had the flashlight. You could have distracted him.
That would have made him come closer.
Oh, well, okay, well, whatever. But yeah, I mean, so guys, if you want to see that video, drop a comment, show us Mr. Squeaky, and with the bat emoji, and I'll post the video. Anyway, so there was that one, then we had the Brushy Mountain thing.
Which we did do during the day,
Yeah.
Like I said, the tour and all that.
Mm-hmm.
But then we also went back at night and did an actual investigation.
Yes, those videos, guys, if you guys haven't seen those either, check them out. I mean, those were good. That's back when we were first getting started. Back up on the wag. What's she doing?
You over here, patting my leg, trying to get me to pay attention.
My sister has a bulldog, guys, so bear with the weird noises that you're hearing, the grunting, the groaning, the snorts. It's her. It's Maisie. Yep, there it is. Yep. Anyway, so, I mean...
You gonna take a breath there?
It sounds like something you hear on a comment.
Yeah.
Like, literally. Now, here she comes underneath the table.
Yep, I tell her.
Go lay down.
From my leg.
Go lay down. You gotta go outside?
$30, like,
Come
what
here.
are you doing?
Come here. Y'all want to see her? Come here. Sit. Come here. Don't do dead weight. Come here. People want to see you.
Dead weight. You can pick up a dead weight dog.
I got it. Ugh.
That's how big you are.
Everybody, this is Maisie. Maisie, say hi to the camera.
On camera.
So this is the noise that y'all are hearing. Yes, I love you. Yes. Okay, go lay down. Ugh. All right. Give a heart for the dog, guys. Show her some love. Anyway, so we had that one, and then the crazier ones that we did was the Monroe House, the 2022. That was insane and off the charts.
That's what got us started big time, honestly, because
Yeah.
some fact is that there's a lot of stuff that happened on the first time there that
Yeah.
did not, it did different stuff the second time we were there. So,
Way different.
if you watch one video, you're going to see something totally different than when you watch the second
Yes,
part of
and
the season.
also, guys, with the Monroe House, if you guys have not seen the Creeper in the Crawl Space video from 2020, when I did Sight and Sound in there, go and watch that. Watch it in normal pace. And if you go back and you pause it,
down.
yeah, slow it down, and then watch it in time lapse, that will give you the full aspect of what the hell.
No, what we actually saw.
Yeah.
Or what I saw.
What you saw, but what I saw inside was completely different. And I'm going to find a way, guys, to get that picture off my phone and post it in a public clip to the channel. Because we caught that thing, and I showed it to the owner, Eddie Norris, and he saw it. And you were there after the interview. And his jaw dropped. I mean, he could not believe what we caught. So that's right now. I'm trying to figure out a way to get these things uploaded to a picture so you guys can actually see that. Because that picture is, I mean, it's, like I say, it's black. If it's a duck, it's a duck. I mean, so. But I mean, other than that, there was that one that we did, and then the jail was intense. Like that.
Check out the ones before all those. We also went to the quarry.
We haven't posted that yet.
Oh. I
No.
thought you didn't post anything
No,
yet?
no,
Oh,
not the
well,
quarry, not Fort Dickerson. No.
soon to come up, I guess.
Well, I mean, I'll go over the footage and look at it. Well, me and you'll have to sit down and go over it and see if we can do better.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, we did get some stuff at the quarry, Fort Dickerson. A lot of people have been cliff diving there and cliff jumping, guys, and a lot of people have died there. And we actually, if you guys have Facebook, go over to Paranormal Veil. That's VEIL Entertainment on right there on Brent's hat. And go on there and ask to join, guys, because we have our live videos on there. We film live. There's some stuff that's not shown on our YouTube channel, like me and John at Randolph County for my first visit there. There's some footage on there that we filmed live with, guys, that's not on YouTube. And you guys need to check that out because that interaction with Noah, it's live on Facebook. Awesome video, and me doing the basement myself when I conquered my fear of the dark for the first time. And yeah, that basement video is a really good one too. And we are talking about going back there, but we also talk about Indiana State Sanatorium and some other places too, guys, next year. And the sanatorium is going to be insane. I mean, this place has 5 buildings.
It's huge.
5 buildings, guys. There is a quad, like it's shaped like a cross like this for the nursing home. You have the mental asylum, or the mental institution, that's on the same property, which is 5 stories. You have the administration's hall, the mansion for the superintendents. I mean, this place is massive. So we're talking about doing 2 days there. That's going to be a huge video. So we're talking about doing live on Facebook while we're there and filming for YouTube. We are also going back to Brushy Mountain and doing a more in-depth investigation that we were able to do last time. I mean, we're also going back to Monroe House. I've got a project that I'm working on with Lisa Potts with WTFWT, which me and her are going solo in March together. Back up to Indiana, to 2 places. I have not announced these places yet. He knows about them.
So just stay tuned.
Yep, stay tuned, guys. And I gotta tell the rest of my team what's going on too with this March trip with me and Lisa. But he's the first one I told about the locations. So you got 2 team leaders, 2 locations, 3 days. That's all I'm saying about it right now. And we're also talking about doing the Monroe House and the jails when we go back, as it with her team and ours.
Thing to where we're doing
Yes, like we did last time, guys, with the Monroe and the jail, the Blackford County Jail, back to back, because those places are related. So there, we got answers last time, and something's there. And the research we've been doing, it's kind of all adding up to everything and stuff. So I mean, there's been a lot going on, guys. So we have seen quite a bit, like at the jail in Monroe, and I mean the George Jones Baptist Church. We need to go back there this year. I mean, it's local. And the Gallagher View Cemetery we did during the day. Me and Jeremy did, teammate Jeremy, and my best friend, another good friend of mine, best friend, looks like Brent is, and we need to go back there maybe at night and check it out and see what we get, you know. But there's just a lot of things, you know, that we've gone through, like ups and downs and turning things around, and the names too. The name changes is another thing. I know it's kind of confusing in some of the videos. You see cult paranormal, and then it's alternative. It's just whatever, everything that happened, guys, in 2021 and beginning of 2022. It's like, you know, when you put your name on, you come up with a name and you put it on something, and then something really negative happens. It makes you want to leave that behind and start over. And that's why, I mean, I liked the name Cult Paranormal. I thought it had a ring to it. It was kind of like, holy crap, you know, this is actually got a ring to it. But then this guy, we're leaving my house one day and talking about names. Well, it's like, we need a new name. You know, I want to get rid of this because of all the negativity that's happened that was involved with all the drama from 2021 starting out and coming up into 2022. I was like, I need to change this name. And then he came up with the idea of, well, how about alternative paranormal? And I was like, I like that. So this is the guy right here that came up with the name that we are. So that's all his brains right there, guys. And that name just, it leaves an open table, man, for anybody that comes in that's a skeptic or kind of believes or doesn't. They're borderline. They're, you know, we leave the table open, guys. That's all we're all about. You know, we're not discrediting anything. We're not saying, well, you're wrong because paranormal is real. We just want to leave an open table with anybody that comes into our channel to view it. That's what we're about. We want to leave an open table, open mind. And that's why I said, in certain situations on a haunt, we look at the alternatives. We try to debunk stuff. Anything's possible.
All the time we try to debunk it.
Yeah.
The last time, our big investigation over Monroe, we tried to debunk a couple of things because it happened just like we're right there.
Yeah.
One person on one side, one person on the other side, trying to see if...
Talking about the wall?
Yep.
When we heard the tapping, but that tapping did not line up. That was inside the house. That was inside.
Did try to
and I could not replicate the knocking. There's no way. I mean, that was legit knocking. I mean, if you guys listen to it, no little finch. Like, those birds were like that big.
Yeah, very small.
Very small. The creepy aspect of that was when we went to go get cigarettes and sodas and snacks from the gas station. We left the yard, driveway's on the backside of the house, no animal is out there. And then we literally were gone for 7 minutes.
Yeah.
Because I left the camera running in the house. We pull back up on the backside of that house. There was like a sea of finches. And all along the top of the fence post, guys. All in the yard. And he was shocked. It was creepy.
Yeah.
I have never seen that before in my entire life. Like, they were just sitting there and they would not move.
They just sat there. They didn't care if we were there or not.
Yeah, I had to pull up and literally park my car and rev the engine, and they all finally left. But me pulling in, they were just sitting there. They would not move. Like, I guarantee they probably would let me run them over.
Yeah.
I mean, it was crazy, guys. I mean, we could not explain, but no little finch or even a woodpecker could make that tapping. If you guys go back and listen to that, the cat and mouse video. But, I mean, everything...
It's a little different sound than...
That was unnatural. Like, I even tried replicating that, and there's no explaining, but that's the house. I mean, that house is... Yeah. Like Eddie had told us off to the side, he said his wife, Pam, will not come in that house anymore. She says it's gotten too much, it's become too much, and she won't go back in. But anyways, guys, with that being said, we were just reflecting on some stories and stuff, and we hope you guys like this. We do have a video coming up Sunday, New Year's Day. So we are going back up to the trailer, guys, to continue to investigate the demon on Bluegrass Road. Because that is a whole can of worms right now. Guys, I'm getting goosebumps right now just thinking about that place. And how different it acts every time. Like, sometimes it'll talk, as you guys have seen. What's she doing?
I don't even know. She's on the couch doing something.
That's something you hear at a demonic location, guys, right there. The devil dog. She's like the Sarlacc pit monster. Or she's more like the Rancor in Star Wars. Yeah. What do you guys think? Drop a comment down below about my sister's bulldog. Does she look lovable and cute and adorable, or does she remind you of the Rancor from Star Wars, Return of the Jedi? Comment that. And anyways, guys, like we said, if you guys have seen this video and you guys want to go back and check out some more stuff, take some time and subscribe. It helps out with our algorithm. And give us a like too, guys. We don't ask for a whole lot. We're just easygoing, but we show the love and everything like that. We respect everybody's comments and perception on the paranormal and everything else, guys. So, with that being said, guys, Happy New Year and stay safe tomorrow, everybody. Stay safe, stay spooky, and stay blessed. And we will see you guys on the other side. Peace out, guys.